Jeez.
Hey, we're having all kinds of fun here. Welcome to Last Minute Betting with the Sports Nuts, your quick fix for sports betting. Brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company for sports bettors worldwide. And hopefully we're going to get more people in here than we did last night, because it was a slow night last night. Don't forget, I've got links for BetMGM and Fanatics in the description below in the YouTube channel. Check it out if you would, please. And you know what? Use those links and make some money. And that's what we're here for tonight. NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs. The schedule is out. Excited. We're going to talk about some odds in the NHL playoffs tonight, what we think in regards to maybe betting some of those series, how many games they may go. You know, that's the cool thing about playoffs. You can actually kind of decide what you're going to bet. You can bet on whether a series is going to be a sweep or 5 or 6 games. And there is Steven Batza. Where have you been, my friend? I know we had a little bit of time off there, had a death, but we're back and with it now. Great to see you. Thanks for joining us here. And Lucas, how you doing, Lucas?
What's up, Lucas? What's up, Steven?
Let's see, Lucas, where are your Cubbies right now? Let's just take a look here real quick. Standings, Cubs still in first place. Game ahead of the Brewers and a game and a half ahead of the Cardinals. So see what happens. Kings and Blue Jackets tonight, I guess that's what.
Yeah, I mean, Edmonton and the Oilers and Kings, it seems like they match up in the playoffs every year, doesn't it? I don't know how many years it's been in a row, but those two teams have matched up a lot. Obviously, the Oilers have gotten the better of them. But I got to be honest with you, not this year. I think the Kings are going to beat them. And when you look at the Kings' home record, I mean, they're dynamite at home this year. So I think I like the Kings to win that series myself.
And imagine this. He's picking the Panthers to win the series. Of course. And he's probably going to bet it heavily. And you know what? You're going against Mike, he's pretty hockey guru kind of guy. You may not want to go against Mike.
Well, let's that's going to be a good series, no doubt about it. It's going to be a good series with Tampa Bay. I mean, Tampa Bay is not going to go away quietly. And I think that one's probably got 6-7 written all over it.
Just for the record, I hit a half a dozen live positive EV bets last night, and all 6 of them won. Pretty cool. You're gonna go against Mike. You're not scared. It doesn't have anything to do with being scared. It has to do with betting smart. You know, you bet to win money, not for your team. That's not how I bet, at least. I mean, I'm staying away from the Blue series. I will not bet that series.
No, I'm not going to touch the Blues. You know, not seeing them win in that series, unfortunately. But you know, you're playing the best team in hockey. That's just how it goes sometimes. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, that Florida Tampa Bay series, I don't know.
Let me just say this. Out of all the sports, the Stanley Cup playoffs is where you see a number 8 seed knocking off a number 1 seed. It's happened many times over the years. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I actually think that the Blues and Jets match up very, very good. I just think the Jets might have a little too much speed. But once again, I'm going to say it here. It is Binnington against Hellebuck, and Hellebuck has yet to beat Binnington.
Okay, we'll see what happens. You are you got a lag on your end. You're free. You're I don't know what's going on. You're having issues again.
I'm fine.
God, I guess. I don't.
I didn't take a -1.5 all season. What are you talking about? I took them a couple of times. And you know what? The times I took them, they won.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not taking the Blues. I'm just not.
No.
I'm just not going to mess with that.
No, last game of the regular season here tonight. This will do it.
So let's the regular season is essentially over. Let's go to the NHL and show you folks where you can find the odds for these Stanley Cup series. You go to futures on the NHL page and let us look at their series handicap and series winner. So here is Carolina and New Jersey. Obviously, Carolina heavily favored, Mike, -245 on DraftKings.
Mm-hmm.
Devils +200. I actually think that this is a series. You know, New Jersey has, although they've had some injuries, they are the kind of team that could sneak up on somebody. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting, but I still got to go with the Hurricanes here. I don't think they lose this series against New Jersey.
Okay.
Carolina has flirted with trying to go on a run, making the conference finals a couple years ago. I still trust Carolina a little bit more than I trust New Jersey, who is definitely more improved and gotten better. Just not sure they're ready to step up and beat the Hurricanes yet.
Now, there is a series correct score, just to show you that, 4-1, 4-2, 4-3 for both teams.
Mm-hmm.
There is a series handicap, which you can actually take a spread, like -1.5, -2.5. And there is a series winner. And then there is the series total games, over 5.5 games or under 5.5 games. So let's go to the next series. And that would be Colorado and Dallas. We're going to take up next on the list. Colorado's favored, Mike.
Heiskanen's out for Dallas.
Yeah.
That's a backbreaker for them.
Huge.
And what sucks is these are two teams heading into the season that I looked at in the Western Conference that I really liked. I overlooked Winnipeg, but I still liked Colorado and Dallas a lot. Unfortunately, one of these two teams is going out in the first round. Probably going to be Dallas, Bob. I know, you got Ranton in there playing his former team. That makes some interesting headlines and intrigue for the series, but I'm still going to roll with the Avalanche. I think they win this series.
I'm with you 100%. I forgot to lock in the Hurricanes for that win. So just sticking them in the bet tracker now. You and I right now agree on both of those series.
Yeah, I mean, I just got to roll with Colorado. That's going to be a good series still, but I mean, losing Heiskanen is really tough for Dallas. It's a tough loss.
Let's go to Edmonton and LA, in which you have.
I like LA here.
You think LA's winning? Mike, I just got to disagree with you. I'm going to go with the Oilers because of last year's Stanley Cup playoff run.
No, that's not enough to convince me.
Well, I don't think the Kings are ready to turn the corner yet.
Why aren't they? They've faced each other so many times. They're going to get over the hump at some point. I mean, I just can't trust Edmonton here, man.
Yeah, I got to go with the Conn Smythe winner from last year, Mike.
Yeah,
I'm going with Edmonton. You're going with LA. All right,
I like
here
LA.
we go. Florida and Tampa Bay, and I'm all over this. It's Tampa Bay, baby.
Yeah, tough one. Again, tough series, but I'm rolling with Tampa Bay here to win the series.
And you know what?
We'll attack game by game, obviously, but I mean, we're just going series. Yeah, I think.
Right. I wouldn't be adverse to putting all these in a parlay, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Just as series winners, putting a little money on them. Minnesota, Vegas series
That's
winner.
a tough one. It's a tough one.
Nah, I'm sorry. I think Vegas is ready to get on a collision course with. I think they're going to wind up making a conference finals myself. Yeah,
probably. I mean, I'm leaning towards Vegas here to win this series. I'm leaning towards Vegas to win this.
Anybody commenting at all?
No, we got Steven Batza like Sabres money line tonight. Tristan, boo. You guys have no faith. You know where that's coming from.
It has nothing to do with faith.
If you don't bet the Panthers, he doesn't like it. But if you were betting the Panthers at the end of the year, you lost money because they ended up losing how many? In their last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In their last 10 games, they only won 3. They won 3 out of their last 10 games.
All right. Washington and Montreal. This is one that I think.
What's up, Joe Carr? He says, let's go Carolina in the house. First time viewer. What's up, buddy? Thanks for tuning in. Drop a sub, drop a like on the video. We'd appreciate that.
This Montreal-Washington series, I think I like the Capitals at -1.5. That means they're going to win it 4-2.
Yeah, I would agree.
4 games.
Now, Tristan, the Panthers were not resting everyone the last 10 games of the regular season. Nobody does that. Nobody rests all their players for 10 freaking games to end a season.
And besides that, it's the NHL. The players always play.
Yeah. Blues ain't beating the Jets. Well, we know that. Jets are the best team in hockey.
We're not saying that.
Steven says,
we're saying that Winnipeg's going to win. All right, Toronto and Ottawa. Obviously, this one could go. I tell you what, Mike.
I got Toronto.
Mike, Brady Tkachuk, his first time in the playoffs. Don't forget they got a Stanley Cup winner on that team, and David Perron.
Yeah.
You're
not getting me off of Toronto. So if you think you're trying to convince me to take the freaking Senators, you're crazy, man. I'm on Toronto to win this thing.
Okay, I think this is a 7-game series.
It might be, but I'm more confident with just taking Toronto to win the series than I am looking.
And I'm with you. I'll take Toronto to win the series too. But I'm just saying that if there's an upset, that's one in the making, and the other one could be this one here, folks. Yes, I'm saying it. It could be the Blues over the Jets. And look,
you just said we're not doing this.
I'm not. I'm taking the Jets, but I'm saying the 8-1 matchups in both conferences have the possibility of upsets.
You just took the 1 seed in the East to win by at least 2 games. Now you're thinking it's an upset?
Well, no, I was talking about the Toronto series. I didn't mean that. I forgot Washington was number 1. I thought Toronto beat them out. That's right. So my mistake. Bottom line is that I really think there could be a couple upsets in the first round.
Okay.
And not the Panthers over the Lightning. That's not really an upset because that series, in all honesty, is pretty well evenly matched, and odds are pretty even too. So Senators are way more likely to upset. Absolutely. Yes. And Joe Carr here once again. Thanks, Joe, for joining us here on Last Minute Betting with the Sports Nutz. I'm going to go back to the OddsJam page.
I'm back, by the way.
Yeah, where'd you go?
I had to run and get something. Get me a little something to sip on.
Did you go to eat or something? Or
if I ate that quick, then that'd be crazy.
All right, here we go. I got to do this because this is important. And maybe not.
Probably not. Probably having issues.
Whatever, dude.
Probably having issues over there.
Okay, look. Tonight, there's a Yurfee in the Royals-Tigers game on the EV page. You like it or not?
A Yurfee?
Yes.
Yurfee, Tigers, Royals. Yeah, I'd probably roll with it.
Okay. Last night, Yurfies and Nerfies went 2-2 off the EV page. So we're going to go ahead and take this one right here, add it to the bet tracker because I want to add that one very quickly. And let's take a look at if there's anything else. Cardinals first half run line tonight, Mike. Yes, yay or nay?
No.
It's plus a half a run.
No, I'm gonna.
Okay. Go ahead.
No, I don't know about that one. I mean, I do think. I mean, Palante is. He's had a couple of good starts, so I mean that does give you some kind of confidence.
Taking it.
And Canning is, he's a guy that you can get to him. He can give up home runs too. So I talked myself out of it. I'd probably roll with it, man.
Sabres minus 1.5 tonight over the Flyers. I actually like this play. Flyers tanked it. Now, very quickly, let's just go see if there's anything live EV-wise right now. And let's go ahead and click that. Looks like the only thing out here is tennis. Games are getting ready to start here in a little bit. We'll revisit this in a little bit. All right.
Stephen Batza said Senators are way more likely to upset, in my honest opinion. Tristan says, Batza, I love you, but no way. And I'm gonna agree. Clear your throat again, Bob. Get you a drink, man. Get you a drink of water.
Quit worrying about what I do. Do your own shit. I'll do mine.
Jeez.
All right.
Wow. Woo.
All right. So, couple other things I want to talk about, which is the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
We talked NHL playoffs. Let's talk a little NBA playoffs. All right. And we're going to get into, first of all, this Miami-Atlanta game. Who you like tonight? It looks like it's pretty well a toss-up.
They don't play tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's tomorrow night.
Tomorrow.
Goodness gracious. That's right. Now, let me ask you a question. Why are they holding off on these?
Well, you got to travel again. They're going to Atlanta. Atlanta just played, and Atlanta was at Orlando. So now Atlanta gets the backs. Well, yeah, you're not gonna do back to backs. I mean, they just played at Orlando and they lost. Miami won, and Miami played at Chicago. So both teams just played on the road. So they're not going to turn around the next night and fly to Atlanta and play. A day off. I'm fine with that. Who do I like in that game? I still think I trust Miami a little bit more, despite losing Jimmy Butler. I don't think that's a big factor. I trusted the Hawks a little more than I should have against Orlando. I thought they'd put up a little better of a fight, and they got smoked. And I just think that Miami who's had their number and played them in the play-in before, hasn't not had a lot of success against this Miami team. And where they're clicking, I think Miami's a little bit better of a team.
All right. So Tristan says he actually likes the Hawks to cover. So once again, he is totally against you. That's 2 in a row. And both times on his teams, Miami and Florida. Heat and Panthers. Just saying. Joe Carr says they should start having the play on a neutral site in NCAA style. Bruh. Yeah. Not a bad idea. Heat over Atlanta, says Lucas. Okay.
I think Heat beat Atlanta. I just don't trust Atlanta. I think Miami is,
Okay.
And we've seen these teams that catch a little bit of momentum in these play-in tournaments, and Miami has done it before. And I guess technically speaking, record-wise, Atlanta is a better team than Miami. But Heat are playing with house money right now, and I think they can get the job done. And that spread, it's pretty close being at Atlanta. That tells me Miami probably the play.
Okay. So, Memphis, Dallas. I like Memphis in this game. -6.5. I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm rolling with Memphis. I think they could cover that spread as well. Memphis definitely a better team than Dallas, and if for some reason Dallas does upset Memphis, I don't really care for that because Memphis is a better team.
Tristan, +2.5 to -1 when you're doing pre-match is not the same kind of advantage that you have when it's live. I got to disagree with you, man. I got to disagree with you. I'm completely with Mike on this play, and I actually think that they may cover that.
What's the line on that Hawks Heat game right now?
It's 1.5.
Who's favored? Miami?
It's a toss-up, man.
Well, who's favored?
It's going both ways, dude. It's a toss. It's either the Heat -1, -1.5, or the Hawks -1, -1.5. There are books that have it both ways.
Mm-hmm.
This is a toss-up game.
Yeah, and the Hawks are at home, so that tells me a little something. Getting the Hawks +2.5 is not bad if you're going to take that over +1, but I'm just not sure the Hawks even. I don't know. Maybe they cover that and still lose, but I like Miami, dude. I kind of like Miami to win this thing.
Okay.
I do. I think they can get it done.
Okay. Any Nerfies tonight? I gave you your
Nerfies. Yeah, definitely staying away from Tampa Bay and the Yankees. Staying away from that Angels Rangers game. I guess you could potentially look at the Cardinals Mets as Nerfy material. That's the only one that stands out to me. And even that one, I don't know that I necessarily love. But I think I trust Palante in the first inning. But Canning for the Mets, like I said, he's a guy, he has a tendency to give up some homers. So that worries me a little bit. But that would be the only one I look at for a Nerfy.
Okay. Guardians, Orioles. Guardians, Orioles.
No, I don't like that.
Let's go look. I'm on Bet 365 here. Yes, it's dead even, -115 on each side.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's put together Stevie B parlay. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm good with it. Not having Jimmy Butler is really going to affect us. It didn't against Chicago. And Atlanta got smoked by Orlando. Smoked. All right.
I do like Memphis tonight. I already said that. I like them -6.5.
They don't play tonight.
Oh, that's right. Tomorrow night. God,
tomorrow night.
They're throwing me off, man.
Tomorrow
night. I really don't want to hardly bet the NHL tonight because I think it's a complete toss-up. Any of these games. Maybe I'll just go with Bats' Columbus pick over the Islanders. I'll take Columbus minus 1.5 over the Islanders.
Columbus and Kings money line, because the Kings do technically they could set a franchise wins record if they beat the Flames tonight. And it's at home, and LA is dynamite at home, which is a reason I kind of like them over the Oilers. But
we might as well throw in Bats' Buffalo play too, right?
Yeah, I'd take Sabres, Blue Jackets, Kings money line all at home tonight. I'd roll with that. I'd be cool with that.
All right. I had minus 1.5 in there. But I'll take that out. Yeah, that's only plus 296.
For all three of those? That's all right.
All right. We'll do it.
I like them still.
Stevie B parlay. Not a real profitable one, but be all right.
No, but I think it's solid enough. I think we should be okay.
All right. Well, I have nothing else. I'm ready to go make some money. I got to get some plays in, and you know what, folks? We'll see y'all tomorrow night. What do you say about that?
I'm down with that.
Kristen says Toronto money line.
Probably so. The only reason I didn't, they don't really have much to play for, so to speak. But I mean, if they win, they enter the playoffs red hot.
Y'all have a great night. See you later.